building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduate County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community, and we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Butler County Lady Bears basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South. WLBQ. Nick Hott joined tonight by the man.
Actually, the identical score. It's down twice.
So we only played them one time.
So we only played them one time.
That made more sense to me.
Yeah, and it's really odd because you don't get a matchup, and of course that won't count in the
line because she's shooting 60% from the charity stripe so far this season, Coach.
Wow.
After her, we've got Jeliah Bailey, 35, also a senior. And she has got 86 total points on the season, about 10.8 per game. So she's right behind the scoreboard and all the interference we sometimes get. So if you're running into an issue, double check our YouTube stream. That might be a better option for you. It seems to hold up a little bit. Again, about a third of her shots going in. So that's something you're going to see a lot of. Is about a third of the shots are going to fall tonight because that's pretty much everybody's average right now. Unless somebody gets a hot streak and gets accurate and then, off to the races.
17 foul, you shoot the 1-and-1. Well, this year everything has changed. This year there is no 1-and-1 shots anymore. Once that you reach 5 team fouls.
Commercial break. Stay with us. Listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about since 526-4005. And remember to request Chad's the next time you need a tow. Parkway Cars and Tires is your low-price leader in this area. If you find a better price, let us know. Center. The trailers are conveniently located throughout the county to make recycling easy. Find trailers at Triple C Pawn and Gun, Walgreens, Kelly Fabrication, Quality Supply, Corvac, Jumping Jacks 231 South, Little Muddy Rural Development Center, The Farm Boy, and Casco. Let's by using the recycling bins provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. It's easy being green. Reduce, reuse, recycle. When you do, we all win.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we bring out our starting lineups for the Lady Dragons of Warren Central. We're going to go with number 0, Brianna Frausto. Number 11, Diamond Poe. Number 35, Jeliah Bailey. Number 25, Ada Akhmadova. And I've missed one. We'll pick them up here in a second. But we're going to start with the Lady Bears now with Ava Wilson. Number 20, Parker Willoughby. Number 3, Anne-Marie Skaggs. Number 32, Addie Miller. And then number 1, Taylor Leach. Coach, I've got for Warren Central 25, 35, 0, and 11. Number 2 is the one I missed. Hannah Bailey for Warren Central. So here we go. We got 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter.
Yeah, Nick, the Lady Dragons of Warren Central went 5-25 last year, so had a rough season last year.
They don't have a very deep bench either. They've only got 11 total players.
Yeah.
So it's probably hard to get a good practice going like that.
Oh, it's got to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be.
All right, as we get set for the tip-off, it's going to be Anne-Marie Skaggs versus Jeliah Bailey. And tip controlled by Bailey, but into the hands of Ava Wilson. She goes up to shoot, gets fouled very quickly. All right, 7:57 on the clock. We are off. And it wasn't a foul on the shot. I think she may have knocked it out of bounds. Up top to Leach. Leach at the top of the key. She's going to drive onto the left side here. Shoots it right to Willoughby. Down to Miller on the right wing. Can't find any room against Frausto. Almost trapped. Tries to pitch it over to Ava Wilson. And it is stolen away by the Lady Dragons. Little token pressure by Anne-Marie Skaggs. And now Ada is off with it. Number 25 for Warren Central. Ada Akhmadova gives it over to Brianna Frausto. Frausto going to drive the lane, tries to shoot 2. Shot is tipped out of her hands. Ball goes out of bounds with 7:24 left in this first quarter, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. All right, Lady Dragons to inbound it, but somebody needs to tell her she has to stand outside. There you go. You got to stand out of bounds to inbound the ball. Here we go. She kicks it in now to Bailey. Bailey shoots, no good. Cleaned up by Ava Wilson. Ahead to Willoughby. She tries to get it ahead to Addie Miller, who loses it. Taylor Leach picks it up. Back to Wilson, driving the lane. Gets an arm in the face, and that's going to be a foul. Foul's going to go against number 35, Jaliyah Bailey. It's going to be her first, team first of the quarter. I will not get used to saying that. Here we go, up top now to Leach. Leach drives to the top of the key, kicks it over to Willoughby on the outside still. Back to Leach at the top. They're trying to stretch out this 2-3, and they're having trouble with it. And Ada Akhmadova knocks it out of the hands of Addie Miller. Taylor Leach chases it into the backcourt, brings it back across the timeline to Parker Willoughby. Willoughby into the right wing, inside to Anne-Marie Skaggs. Lots of contact on her shot. And rebound by Lady Dragons. Our score is still 0-0 in this one as Ada Akhmadova takes a shot, comes back down, gets a rebound, and sets this back up again. She goes all the way back to the logo with it. It is 6:30 on the clock in the first quarter. 0-0, Warren Central versus Butler County. Top of the key to Jaliyah Bailey. Down into the right corner. And I missed the call here. We got a foul.
Foul on Ava.
That'll be Ava Wilson. Her first, team first. Checking in for the Lady Dragons, we've got number 24, Deja Ferguson, as Jaliyah Bailey takes a seat. Interesting there. Coach seemed pretty frustrated when he pulled Bailey. Second leading scorer for the team, and he's going to have her take a seat. She does not look happy about being benched. Shot taken by Lady Dragons. Addie Miller comes down with it. Fast break for the Lady Bears to Anne-Marie Skaggs. Just inside the three-point line, no good. Cleaned up by Ava Wilson, and she's fouled on the putback.
Fouls on number 0.
Brianna Frausto, senior, picks up her first foul. That will be a shooting foul. It's going to send Ava to the line. First shot by Ava Wilson in this final finish trip to the stripe is up and in. Our first point of the game. Bailey checks back in. Ferguson takes a seat. Don't know what that was about. Wilson, second shot, up and in. Nothing but the net. Lady Bears now going to full court press. Double team on Ada Akhmadova in the backcourt. They get it ahead now to Frausto. She can't get across the timeline with it. Has to give it back to Akhmadova. Ball is stolen on a pass by Ava Wilson. Starts to roll out of bounds on the tip around, and it is going to be Lady Bears ball.
Good job, Ava Wilson. Good defense, quick hands.
Come up a little bit, make sure we get the basket.
2-0 Lady Bears have just joined us. First game of the 2024 season here.
Shot by Anne-Marie Skaggs for 2. It is stolen by Taylor Leach. And Parker Willoughby comes down with a rebound after Leach's shot does not go in. She goes back out to Anne-Marie on the left side. Skaggs goes back up top to Taylor Leach, inside to Ava Wilson. Heavy pressure there from Jaliyah Bailey. She's going to get called for the foul. It's going to send Ava Wilson back to the line and send Jaliyah Bailey to be rung up for her second.
That'll be her second. Warren Central Lady Dragons are going to get in foul trouble here.
Well, based on these new rules, they already are, because they've picked up 3 quickly in this first quarter with 5:19 left to go. It's now 5-0. Bailey benched again for Ferguson. Ava Wilson's second shot in this final finish trip to the stripe is up and in. She is 4 for 4 from the line. 6-0 Lady Bears lead over Warren Central. Ahead to Akhmadova. All the way down to Bailey, waiting alone under the basket. She shoots a layup, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It is going to be Lady Dragon ball.
6-0 Lady Bears. If you just joined us here tonight, home game, small crowd tonight. No school today. It was teachers only, so student body.
It makes for a weird day.
It does. It does.
Top left side now to Akhmedova. And we got a foul.
Got a blocking foul.
Ooh.
Moving pick there on.
That was on Frausto.
Her second.
And Lady Bears going to inbound the ball after the freebie. Get it ahead to Parker Willoughby, right side. She's going to try to get it back up top to Taylor Leach. Heavy pressure now from the Lady Dragons. Down to Addie Miller for three. No good. Cleaned up by Frausto. Pass is tipped into the hands of Parker Willoughby. Willoughby. Slow this down, get it set up. No, she's going to give it back to Ava Wilson quickly. She's going to drive in, put up two. She had to fight for both of them, but she got it. 4:30 on the clock now, 8-0 Lady Bears lead, still in a press. Akhmedova ahead to number 11, Posey, throws it off the feet of the Lady Bears. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lady Dragons ball.
Bailey Moore checks in for Addison Miller for the Lady Bears. 8-0 if you just joined us, folks. Lady Bears in the lead.
Down in the corner to Posey. She takes a long two, and it doesn't go in. It lands back in the hands of Taylor Leach. She's going to let the Lady Bears get set up. Throws it all the way down to Anne-Marie Skaggs, who is fouled on her layup. That foul's going to go against Brianna Frausto, her third.
And, of course, that was a shooting foul, but that's 5 team fouls for the Lady Dragons, Nick.
And they're all between two players, Brianna Frausto and Jeliah Bailey. She did pick up a foul for that movement screen, correct, Coach?
Yes, she did.
All right, so Anne-Marie's going to go to the line now, and she'll shoot two. First one is up and in. So really, folks, with this new rule about fouls, the only time you're going to see a player go to the line and shoot one is on an and one, and that's it.
That's right.
Anne-Marie gets set for her second. Toilet bowls out of there into the hands of the Lady Dragons. Akhmedova has it. She crosses the timeline, is immediately met by Parker Willoughby. Gets it ahead to Frausto. Stolen away by Ava Wilson. Akhmedova comes back up with it and does not cross the timeline. Now down into the corner with Bailey. Back to Posey across the court. Up top now to Akhmedova. 3:45 on the clock, 9-0 Lady Bears lead. Into Ferguson. Down to Posey. Up top to Akhmedova. She's going to try to drive the lane, kick it back out to Posey for two. Off the front of the rim, no good. Cleaned up by Willoughby. 3:30 left. Lady Bears take over 9-0. Bailey Moore gets it into Anne-Marie. Very quick assist by Bailey Moore. Anne-Marie Skaggs puts up two off the glass. Makes it 11-0 with 3:20 left to go. And we got a timeout.
Timeout, Warren Central. Whew. You score 11-0. Lady Bears with 3:20 left first quarter.
All right, that's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here, actually.
Nick, we got a couple more games coming up.
Yes, sir.
We got Lady Bears at home this Saturday, January 6th.
Against Caverna, right?
Caverna. And then Monday, January 8th, Lady Bears will be at home again versus Glasgow. And again, folks, this Saturday afternoon, if your schedule is free, again, we're playing Caverna. And that will be a 4:30 start, so I'm assuming the JV may even start even sooner.
Oh, man.
So
are we going to have a JV with Caverna?
I'm not sure. I need to check on that. Caverna,
sometimes on those Saturday games, JV won't travel.
And Caverna, a very small school as well. So, again, Lady Bears are in action. They've got 2 more home games, Saturday and Monday.
All right. Lots of basketball for you to come and watch this week. We'll be keeping you up to date on as much of it as we can on the queue. Keep it tuned here. And if you miss us, just make sure you will watch the Facebook account for Beach Street Sports, and they'll take care of you as well. Up top to Frausto, and Bailey Moore's going to pick up a foul on that one. No way around it when she dropped her shoulder into Frausto.
Got a little bump there.
Yeah. Letting her know she's there.
That's just Lady Bears team second.
Posey going to try to drive the line off the inbound. Got a push off and got away with it. Gives it back to Frausto out on the outside now. She's trying to shake Bailey Moore. Gives it off to Akhmedova instead. Akhmedova, deep right wing, gives it over now to Frausto, left side in the corner. Up top to Posey. Posey to Bailey. Back to Frausto. Hits Akhmedova as she tries to drive the lane, gets it on the move, and that can't get it in. Brought down by Ava Wilson. Taylor Leach has it. Gives it over to Bailey Moore. She's going to drive the lane and put up two. Bailey Moore coming in off the bench, making a difference early in this one. It's now 13-0, 2:30 on the clock. Akhmadova double teamed in the press. Has to give it over to Bailey. Back to Akhmadova. She finally gets it across the line ahead to Posey. She's going to drive and immediately meet Anne-Marie Skaggs, and there's nothing there. Ball is thrown out of bounds by Ferguson. 2:13 left. They're saying the Lady Bear tipped it, so it's going to remain Lady Dragons basketball. Have to give a special shout out to a friend of mine named Ava who's helping us with our camera work tonight. Thank you, Ava. Try not to embarrass her too much. All right, Akhmadova has it in the bottom corner. On the left side, she's going to walk it back up to the top against Willoughby. Lady Bears really playing, I'd call it man-to-man, but it's woman-to-woman defense out there, and they're doing pretty well with it. Parker Willoughby tips one, it goes out of bounds.
Doing very good. Again, folks, this is not a this is not a misquote. Again, the score is 13-0.
That's
Lady
right.
Bears with 1:57 left first quarter. Lady Dragons have not scored a basket.
All right. As they get the inbound again now in front of the Lady Bears bench, it's going to get a little interesting here because the Lady Bears bench has been the main cheering squad so far tonight. Akhmadova for three. In and out. Jump ball. With the alternating possession, it will go Lady Dragons' way. Ava Wilson tied up with Ferguson on that one. All right, minute 51 left, still 13-0. Lady Bears lead over Warren Central. Things I did not think I would say tonight. Posey off the inbound for two, no good. Ferguson fighting for it. Shot very cleanly blocked by Ava Wilson, in my opinion, but the ref doesn't see it how I see it, and he's going to call her for the foul.
Ava's going to pick up her second of the night. Third team foul for the Lady Bears.
And that is going to send Ferguson to the line. She's not shot a free throw this season. This will be her first one. First shot is up. No good.
Carrington Hunt, number 12, checks in for Ava Wilson.
Yeah, I thought that might happen, especially with the score where it is right now. We want to keep Ava foul-free for a little while. Ferguson's second shot falls in, and look at that. Warren Central has a point. 13-1 with a minute and 40 seconds left. Taylor Leach drives down the right side of the court, throws it up. Off the glass, no good, but she draws a foul. Off of Ferguson. That'll be her first, team sixth of the quarter for the Lady Dragons, and Taylor Leach will head to the line. I'm not going to talk about her free throw percentage because every time I do that, I tend to jinx things. But the first one in this final finish trip to the stripe goes up, and that is Taylor Leach's first point of the game.
14-1 Lady Bears, 1:35 left first quarter action here at home tonight.
First quarter tonight brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. This free throw attempt, which is missed on the second shot, is brought to you by Final Finish. All right, Frausto gives it ahead to Akhmadova. Shot blocked by Bailey Moore. Ferguson tries to swipe it from her, can't pick it. She gets it over to Taylor Leach, who gets called for a little shuffle down there.
Called.
Minute 22 now. It's going to be Lady Dragons ball. 14-1, Lady Bears in the lead. All right. Akhmadova to check it in. Can't find anybody. Finally gets Frausto open. Gives it back up top to Akhmadova in three-point range. She's going to drive the lane against four Lady Bears, and imagine that, it doesn't go in. Ferguson shoots, no good. Rebound fought for by two Dragons, and Frausto comes down with it and puts up two. It's now 14-3 with a minute and 5 left. Taylor Leach gets it ahead to Hunt. Hunt trying to make some room here against Frausto. Gets a screen from Anne-Marie Skaggs. Akhmadova just steals it from her. It's going to be Akhmadova against Taylor Leach. Oh, fakes her and puts up two. Akhmadova on the board now. 14-5. Lady Bears lead over the Lady Dragons with 40 seconds left to go. Bailey Moore gets it into Anne-Marie Skaggs. She puts up two off the glass. Makes it look like nothing. 36 seconds left. 16-5 in the first quarter. Lady Bears lead over the Lady Dragons. Akhmadova slowing it down. She's going to try to hold this down to one more score for the Lady Dragons. And in the first quarter, without the Lady Bears scoring again. But She drives in with 20 seconds left. Every other Lady Dragon is just frozen. She puts up 2. Taylor Leach with 10 seconds gets it ahead to Bailey Moore. Into Anne Marie. Off the glass for 2. 2 seconds, 1. Akhmedova throws one way up, actually hits the rim, but it's going to end the quarter 18-7. Lady Bears lead. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Tired of all the same old fast food here in Morgantown? Then it's time for something fresh. Cruise on over to Dairy Queen in Beaver Dam and order up a flame-broiled burger or a crispy chicken finger basket. And for dessert, how about an old-fashioned ice-cold blizzard? Dairy Queen is only minutes away next to the high school in Beaver Dam, and they're ready to offer you delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam loves their Butler County customers and look forward to serving you today.
All right, folks, welcome back. After the first quarter, score is 18-7 as we get ready for the second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Lady Bears lead by 11 points over the Lady Dragons of Warren Central.
Great first quarter, Nick, by the Lady Bears. Again, good ball movement, good man-to-man defense. And, again, Warren Central just can't get the shots to drop. Again, they're shorthanded. They've only got 9 girls dressed out tonight total. But
Coach Hickey said he's trying down there. You can tell he's frustrated, but
gotta be.
You know, it's got to be tough when you're 3-5 on your season to start January, and this shorthanded on your bench. It just puts you in a position where you got to look at him and say, you want to do it or you don't. And here we go. Bailey Moore throws it in. It is stolen by Akhmedova. Carrington Hunt gets away with it, though, with 7:50 left. Lady Bears control. Get it over to Parker Willoughby. She's going to drive baseline. Can't find anything to do with it, so she gives it back up top to Bailey Moore. Moore, she'll drive, put it up off the glass. No good. It's going to go out of bounds and be Lady Dragons ball.
Second quarter action. Nick got Maddie Jones has checked into the lineup.
Oh, we sure do.
For the Lady Bears tonight.
And she's going to defend Akhmedova's shot. Falls in. That's going to be 6 total for Akhmedova so far on the night. 18-9. Lady Bears still lead. 7:20 left. Carrington Hunt runs around a couple defenders, gives it over to Bailey Moore on the right side. She's going to throw one up from about 10 feet out. No good. Cleaned up by Anne-Marie Skaggs. Fouled on the rebound, but she's able to put it in. No call. We'll take the points instead. 7:05 left on the clock, 20-9. Akhmedova is going to bring it across the timeline and try to set something up here. She's getting Posey down in that corner again. Frausto has it, left side. They're trying to set up a screen. Akhmedova is down in the corner with it now. 6:46 on the clock. They're slowing things down. Oh, Bailey Moore chases one out of bounds, throws it back in into the hands of Frausto, who shoots and gets fouled. Let's see who it's on. Team fouls reset at the quarter, and Anne Marie is going to pick up her first. Lady Bears team first of the quarter. Because that was a shooting foul, Frausto will go to the line. Take a bite at 2. Let's see if this first one goes in. It does. Frausto shooting about 52% from the line so far this season. Hunt takes a seat, and Addie Miller comes in. Frausto sets up at the line. Second shot is up and in. 4 points for her tonight. 6:40 on the clock, 20-11 now. Parker Willoughby brings it across the timeline. She's trying to get some movement, and we've got a timeout taken by Coach Belcher. And it's going to be a 30-second. We'll keep it right here, Coach.
Yeah, Nick, also this Saturday, I'm not sure what the radio will be doing then, so we're going to have girls at home against Caverna at 4:30, but the boys will be in the Mustang Classic. The boys are going to be at Paducah, Kentucky. They're going to be at McCracken County High School, and they're going to be – but, again, stay with me,
Who
folks.
are they playing, though?
They're playing the 3 p.m. game, but they are playing against 10-2 Louisville St. X, and those 2 losses are not in the state of Kentucky. So right now, of course, Louisville St. X, another all male high school, almost 2,000 student enrollment, and having a heck of a season just like Louisville Trinity is. So again, this Saturday we've got the Lady Bears at home, and the Bears will be on the road at McCracken County playing Louisville St. X.
All right. Lady Bears going to check this one in under their own basket. Addie Miller gets it in to Skaggs from about 8 feet out. Nails it. 22-11. Lady Bears lead over the Lady Dragons. Akhmadova tries to do it all herself. Can't get it in. Ferguson is going to come down with it. Parker Willoughby steals it from her. Oh, in and out on the layup. Good work on the boards by Maddie Jones, but the Lady Dragons come away with it. Frausto has it at the top of the key now with 6 minutes left. Still 22-11 in this second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Akhmadova trying to work around Addie Miller, which is a tough task. She comes down, hits the double team, kicks it back up top to Frausto. She's now kicking it out to Posey on the perimeter. Back to Frausto in the corner. Over to Akhmadova. She's going to try to fake a drive into the right wing and has to bring it back up to the top, slow it down. Going to move Posey over into the other corner to see if she can make some space here. And now she's got a double team. Anne-Marie Skaggs and Addie Miller. And she's trapped. Throws it off the body of Anne-Marie Skaggs. And literally nobody is going to find that basketball right now. Taylor Leach gets set to check back in here. I'm guessing maybe no? Who? Is there anybody over there? There we go.
We've got a basketball game going on, folks, and we lost the basketball.
Yeah, can't play without that. Parker Willoughby's going to take a seat. Lady Dragon's going to check it back in. Over to Posey. Posey to Akhmadova. She's got Addie Miller on her hip. Still 22-11 with 5:20 left to go. Double team on Akhmadova, gives it over to Posey. She's going to drive inside. Doesn't even make it into the lane before she shoots. Ball is stolen away on the rebound by Maddie Jones. Gives it ahead to Parker Willoughby. Excuse me, Taylor Leach. She then goes to Bailey Moore to Anne-Marie Skaggs. Pass is lost to Frausto. Anne-Marie's going to stay with Frausto and press her. She gives it ahead to Akhmadova. Now 4:55 left. Still 22-11. Akhmadova drives left. On the outside, she's trying to find some space. Gets double teamed by Bailey Moore and Addie Miller. Gets it over to Posey. Throws it in to Frausto, who almost loses it to Taylor Leach, then almost loses it out of bounds, but holds on to it. Gets it down to Posey, who's trapped in the corner. And she picked up her dribble. 4:38 left to go. 22-11. Lady Bears control. Get it ahead to Taylor Leach now. She's going to slowly walk this one across the timeline and immediately be met by Bailey. Gets it over to Addie Miller. Wide open for two.
Great job by the Lady Bears there moving the ball. Good movement.
24-11 with 4:18 left to go. Frausto at the top of the key. Going to run some point for him and try to free up Akhmadova and maybe get her legs a rest here as she's been controlling it all night. Oh no! Lady Bears almost lost that one out of bounds on the quick transition to Addie Miller. She didn't know she was getting passed to her. They go over to Taylor Leach, left side now. Inside to Anne-Marie Skaggs. Fouled. Ball doesn't go in, but she's fouled on the shot. So Akhmadova picks up her first. Anne-Marie goes to the line. She's 1 for 2 tonight in final finish trips to the stripe. She gets set for her first strike. It's up. It's in. And we got some substitutions here. Diamond Posey is going to take a seat. And number 22 is going to check in for her, Caitlin Wynn. Anne-Marie's second shot is up and no good off the front of the rim. Something going on here on the bench for Lady Dragons. May have some more on that in a little bit. We'll see. As we've got July Bailey checking in. Ferguson's going to take a seat. All right, it's 25-11 with 3:54 on the clock. Frausto has it for the Lady Dragons. She's going to get it ahead of Akhmadova. Akhmadova's going to fake it and pull it back out, bring it up top now to Bailey. This is number 2, Hannah Bailey. She's going to throw it over left side back to Akhmadova. Going to go inside now against Jaliyah Bailey, who's inside, puts one up. Doesn't go in, but she does draw a foul. Looks like it's going to be Ava Wilson that she drew that foul from. It's Ava's third, which is a tough position to be in this second quarter.
Yes, it is.
3:35 left. She's already picked up her third of the night. It's 25-11. Lady Bears still lead by 12. And it stays that way after Bailey's first shot is no good. Ava's going to take a seat, and Marie's going to come back in for her. So for the Lady Bears in right now, we've got Taylor Leach, Anne-Marie Skaggs, Maddie Jones, Addie Miller, and I believe Bailey Moore. Second shot by Bailey is up and in. 3:34 on the clock. 25-12. Lady Bears still lead. Taylor Leach trying to shake Bailey. Gets a good screen from Addie Miller. That leaves Bailey Moore wide open for a pass. She drives up, puts it off the rim, no good. Akhmadova with a fast break. She's going to get it and put it up off the glass for 2. Off the rebound by Jaliyah Bailey. I think I know why Bailey's back in this one now. Taylor Leach getting a little bit of pressure here before she crosses the timeline. Gets a screen from Maddie Jones. Back to Bailey Moore. She'll drive baseline. It's stolen away by Frausto. She'll bring it across the timeline with 2:55 left. Give it over to Akhmadova. 25-14 as Akhmadova surveys the Lady Bears 2-3 defense now. Nope, they're keeping a man-to-man here. It just looked like a 2-3 for a second.
It did, Nick. It did. Yeah, exactly.
Looks like they're going to keep Anne-Marie Skaggs on Akhmadova, matching speed for speed with height. Bailey, first shot up, no good. Second shot is also no good, and she's going to draw a foul after just heavy contact on the rebound.
And that's going to be her third foul. And she's a senior. I think she had a lot of frustration.
Yep.
I think what's happening with her and the coach, a lot of times, and you've seen it, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Coaches like to talk and like to instruct, and
Some people don't want to take instruction.
You don't expect comments to come back. And I
think that's might be what's going on.
I think that's what's happened a couple of times.
Anne-Marie Skaggs throws it in there.
Oh, my.
Maddie Jones, and just like that, Brianna Frausto has picked up her fourth
foul.
And this is interesting, Coach. We got Brianna Frausto as a senior.
Yeah.
She's picked up 4 fouls. And Coach Hickey keeping her in.
Yeah, Nick.
But then you've got another player who seems to be a little bit more vocal, who is having a seat right next to him. Maddie Jones is going to be Lady Dragons.
All I
ball.
can think is that Coach just doesn't have even the 4 he's got on the bench. He can't take Fausto out.
Well,
but
I think there's more going on than we can see here tonight. Probably more than is actually occurring tonight. There's something else going on. Addie Miller on the rebound. 25-14. They get it ahead to Anne-Marie Skaggs. Anne-Marie's going to drive the lane. Frausto just about picks up her 5th. Gets it over and out of bounds. She had Akhmadova. She was trying to throw it to, but couldn't see her and just overthrew Akhmadova. Coach Hickey getting a little frustrated down there.
Yeah. 25-14, Lady Bears lead, but probably the Lady Dragons closest they've been in a while.
Yes, it is. But Taylor Leach puts it up quick off the inbound. Her first 2 of the second quarter with 1:42 left. And just like that, it's 27-14. 1:38 left to go. Akhmadova to Taylor Leach. Wide open for 2 off the glass. Taylor Leach steals the pass intended for Bailey, who's been giving her trouble for a little bit. And now she's giving her some trouble back. Akhmadova has it on the inbound. 1:19 left to go. Almost picks up the double team, but Frausto got loose, so Bailey Moore had to go put a tail on her. Akhmadova fakes a drive in, goes into the corner to Frausto, drives inside the wing, shoots no good. And we're under a minute now in the second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Anne-Marie Skaggs gives it off to Taylor Leach. Leach with her own rebound and a putback. No good, but she draws a foul. Who is this on? Oh, no. Wow. That foul is on Brianna Frausto, her 5th, with under a minute left in the second quarter.
Wow.
That's 5. So she is fouled out.
You and I have both watched a lot of high school basketball, Nick. I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's got to be rare to have somebody foul out in the second quarter.
Yep.
Put up a total of 4 points in this game. 2 in the first quarter and then 2 from the line in this second quarter as Taylor Leach goes to the line. Gosh. Leach, first shot is up and in. You almost wonder if Coach didn't realize how many she had, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, but there may be some things going on and we just
Could be.
don't know about.
Posey checks in for her as Taylor Leach's second shot falls out. So 30-14. Lady Bears with the lead now. Akhmedova has it. She looks left, can't find anything. Gets double teamed, gets it down in the corner to Posey. In and out. Maddie Jones comes down with a rebound over to Taylor Leach. Leach gives it to Addie Miller, who almost outran that pass, and they're going to call her for steps. You know, it got awful quiet in here after that foul out.
Yeah,
It's almost like everybody in this room feels bad for what just happened. All right, Akhmedova going to check it in front of her own bench. Trying to find somebody open. Gets it ahead now to number 22, Caitlin Wynn. Back to Akhmedova with 22 seconds left to go. Akhmedova goes left side, covered by Addie Miller. She's going to fake a drive, go into the left wing. She's trying to separate anybody here as she can. She gets fouled. Ball does not fall in on the shot. That's going to go against Maddie Jones. Maddie's first. She's got plenty to give. 12 seconds left in this second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. It is 30-14 as Akhmedova goes to the line. First shot is up and in. She shoots about 60% from the charity stripes. Let's see how she does with the second shot in this final finish trip to the stripe. 30-15. Akhmedova looking to make it 16. She does. That makes 6 for her in this quarter, 2 from the line. 12 seconds left as the Lady Bears have it. Taylor Leach hasn't even gotten across the timeline yet. Finally gets it over to Maddie Jones with 5 seconds left to Bailey Moore. Off the glass and in. 3 seconds left. We're going to let this one go, and that's that. So Bailey Moore scores the last 2 of the half.
Right.
Makes it 32-16. And keep it right here on the cue. We're going to be bringing you some stats and some scoring here in just a moment in this halftime show. You're listening to 101.5 North, 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Has your car been damaged by a deer, ditch, or distracted driver? If so, Chad's Wrecker Service and Body Shop can help get your car back on the road. The pros at Chad's are licensed and insured and will work with your insurance company to make your car like new again. Chad's also offers 24-hour wrecker service, so when the unexpected happens, you won't be stranded on the side of the road. Call Chad's for a free estimate at 270-526-4005. And remember to request Chad's the next time you need a tow. What makes Caneyville Builders and Supply the cornerstone of construction? It's not just the beams and the braces. It's not merely the hammers, saws, or the spectrum of tools we offer. It's not solely the premium lumber, cut and stacked, ready for your grand designs. It's the value we build into every transaction, every piece of advice, every durable material that passes through our doors. It's our commitment to outprice the giants, to put the power back in your hands. Your project, your triumph. Call us at 270-879-3941 and let us help you with your next home improvement project. The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time. For sports teams to succeed, they need good leaders. Point guards and quarterbacks call the right plays to put their teammates in position to score and lead their teams to victory. Kendall Embry at Embry & Watts CPAs wants to be your team leader when it comes to business and personal accounting services. Kendall is ready to call the right plays to keep you compliant with the IRS and keep some of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Tax season is right around the corner, so stop by his office on Main Street in Morgantown today. Looking for something to give you that pick-me-up in the morning? What about a filling dinner? You should head to Hardee's in Morgantown. They have everything you need when it comes to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have fluffy biscuits, crunchy hash browns, mouth-watering burgers, tacos, burritos, fried chicken tenders, ice cream, and many more delicious items. You can have a great dinner before cheering on the sports teams of Butler County. Their friendly and talented staff will make sure your order is fresh and filling. Located on Veterans Way, Hardee's, where the food's the star.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Butler County Lady Bears basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South. WLBQ score is currently 32-16. Lady Bears in the lead with 7.5 minutes left in halftime. We're going to bring you some scores real quick and a recap of that first half. Lady Bears really dominated for most of the first quarter. I mean, we were coming down to 3 minutes left in the first quarter before the Lady Dragons scored their first point, Coach.
Yeah, it was. It's been a mismatch.
It has, and we're seeing some interesting dynamics down on the bench from the Lady Dragons. I don't want to make any assumptions or suppositions there, but something's going on. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, like I said, 5-25 last year. I think it's Coach Hickey's fourth year, and it's got to be frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
And again, like I said, I didn't even, you picked that out. If they're going to practice every day with 9 people, that means there's either a manager or an assistant coach
standing in on the scout team.
That's having to play scout team, unless they're pulling up some middle school. But I'm assuming if they were pulling up middle school kids,
they'd probably travel with them.
They'd travel. Yeah,
I guess. Well, either way, a bit of a mismatch as it's 32-16 here at the half. Lady Bears in the lead. And let's talk about some scoring for the Lady Dragons. We've got 1 point for Jelia Bailey, number 35, and 3 fouls. Has not had very many minutes, honestly. Picked up 2 fouls quickly and has had a seat for most of that first half. We'll probably see her quite a bit in the second half. More on that in a moment. Deja Ferguson, number 24, is the one who came in for her. She's 1 for 2 from the line with 1 point tonight and 1 foul. Then, let's see here. Ada Akhmadova, really the point guard, leading all the action for the Lady Dragons tonight, trying to take it all on her own as much as she can, but you can only do that for so long against 5 other people. She has scored 10 points tonight, 2 from the line. She's 2 for 2 and 1 foul. But the big story in that first quarter, 4 points for Brianna Frausto, number 0, but she picked up 5 fouls. Fouled out in the first half.
Yeah, and a senior. I mean,
there's lots of question marks there, but we're just going to leave them unanswered, I think. She's 2 for 2 from the line. She's going to end her night with 4 points, 2 of those from the charity stripe. But let's talk about the Lady Bears a little bit. Bailey Moore, number 4, came in off the bench. Put up 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter for a total of 4 points and 1 foul. Maddie Jones also came in off the bench. No points in that second quarter, but she did pick up 1 foul, quite a few rebounds. Really been a good defender for him in this second quarter. Addie Miller, number 32, came in the second quarter, picked up 2. No fouls for her. And Marie Skaggs started as the lead scorer right now for the Lady Bears with 14, and she's 2 for 4 from the charity stripes so far with 1 foul. Taylor Leach is close behind her with 6. Ava Wilson also with 6. Ava's got 4 for 4 from the line. Taylor's got 2 for 4 from the line. Ava's got 3 fouls right now. So Ava will probably I would imagine we'll see her sit most of the third quarter, Coach.
I would think so, yeah.
Carrington Hunt also got some minutes in there. Addie Miller, Parker Willoughby was in there quite a bit. Really, they're doing a good job moving the ball around. I would venture a guess that if we can keep this gap going after the third quarter, we're probably going to see some of those names that are a little lower on our sheet in the fourth quarter. Get to see some younger players get some minutes against these Lady Dragons tonight. So with 4 minutes left in the halftime, 32-16, Lady Bears lead. Coach, anything you want to throw on there before we ice it with some ads here?
Like I said, folks, again, glad to be back. Again, this Saturday afternoon, Lady Bears home again against Caverna. That'll be January 6th, a 4:30 tip-off time. And then also this Saturday, the boys will be on the road. They will be at McCracken County High School playing Louisville St. X, and that's a 3 o'clock tip-off.
3 o'clock in Paducah.
3 o'clock in Paducah.
Not in Louisville, so it will actually be 3 o'clock our time, too.
Right.
Man.
And should be that's a game, Nick, probably just like the King of the Bluegrass. And again, folks, if you don't keep up with basketball, King of the Bluegrass is probably one of the most historic tournaments in the state.
Yep.
It's really a who's who. It's really by invitation only. The Bears actually got invited last year. And like Bowling Green High was in it this year. Nick, around the region, of course they're not in our region, but Region 4, I really look right now, if Bowling Green High's boys keep playing like they are, they will win the 4th region. Warren Central's down this year a little bit.
They are.
But Bowling Green High was at Panama City this past week. Got 3 wins down there.
I didn't know you could play basketball in Panama City. I thought you could just go to the beach there.
It's amazing. They're all over the place. That's like Louisville St. X, who the boys play Saturday. They were in Clearwater, Tampa, and St. Pete this week. So a lot of it's amazing the amount of basketball that gets played.
And they still go to school in the middle of all this too, Coach. 2 minutes left in the half. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. Listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from the Essentials Insurance Group is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with Gina Tynes, Melissa Johnson, or Robin Adcock and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit the Essential Insurance Group, 115 North Main Street today. The Essentials Insurance Group. We protect what matters most.
Help keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling trailers provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. The trailers are conveniently located throughout the county to make recycling easy. Find trailers at Triple C Pawn and Gun, Walgreens, Kelly Fabrication, Quality Supply, Corvac, Jumping Jacks 231 South, Little Muddy Rural Development Center, The Farm Boy, and Casco. Let's all do our part to help keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling bins provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. It's easy being green. Reduce, reuse, recycle. When you do, we all win.
With 3 kids, a husband, a full-time job, and a side photography business to run, Christy doesn't spend much time through insurance. Big on commitment.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. 32-16, Lady Bears lead here as we're getting ready to start the third quarter, which is going to be brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Warren Central Lady Dragons trail, and they have a player who has fouled out. Oh, goodness. Had a little one take a tumble down a step on the bleachers. She's all right, though.
She'll bounce back.
Yeah. All right. Akhmadova has it as we've got 8 minutes on the clock, 32-16, and we're off with this third quarter. In now to Bailey. Left side to Hannah, or excuse me, right side to Hannah Bailey. My right, their left. Up top to Posey. Down to Akhmadova, right wing. She's going to bring it back up top to the top of the key. And there's a lot more communication I'm noticing here on behalf of the Lady Dragons with one another. And Akhmadova is trying to set something up. She's going to drive baseline, kick it up into Bailey. Her shot no good, cleaned up by Anne-Marie Skaggs. That was Jeliah Bailey, number 35 with the shot. Parker Willoughby brings it all the way down, just outside the lane, throws one in for 2, and very quickly, Lady Bears on the board again, 34-16 over the Lady Dragons. Akhmadova.
Parker first 2 of the night.
Akhmadova brings it across the line. Ball is tipped by Taylor Leach. Stolen away by Posey. Puts it up for 2. No good. Cleaned up by Parker Willoughby. Throws some elbows and says, back off. This one's mine. And now goes down to Addie Miller. Shot does not fall. Parker Willoughby cleans up and goes right side. She's going to drive straight into the lane, put up 2. It's in and out into the hands of Addie Miller. She's fouled on the shot. She'll get 2, and that is on Akhmadova, her second.
You know, Akhmadova, the senior, you can tell, Nick, she looks really comfortable dribbling the basketball, but they don't seem to set up any plays.
They just move around.
So that she can shoot the ball. But she definitely, you can tell.
Addie Miller's first shot is up and almost doesn't go in, but it does. Rattles around before it finds its way in this final finish trip to the stripe. First shot falls. Second shot as she gets set is up. No good. Cleaned up by Bailey. July Bailey throws it over to Akhmadova, and it lands in the scorer's table.
Second quarter, Nick, we outscored the Lady Dragons 19-9. 19-9.
All right, Lady Bears have it now. Taylor Leach at the top of the key with it. She's got Parker Willoughby running behind her to the left side. She fakes it over there. Oh, heavy pressure there from the Lady Dragons into Addie Miller right side. Shot is up, no good. Ava Wilson gets robbed. Posey drives it all the way down, puts it up off the back of the rim, no good. Into the hands of Taylor Leach. Leach ahead to Ava Wilson for two. And assist by Leach. Under 6 minutes now, 37-16 in this third quarter, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Akhmadova slowly brings it across the timeline, and it's like she's calling for something to get set up or looking at him like move differently, and doesn't happen. So she just drives it herself through the left wing, draws a foul though. Shot does not go in. Parker Willoughby's going to be on that one. Her first, team first of the quarter. Akhmadova set at the line for two. First shot is up and in.
11 points on the night for Akhmadova. First of the third quarter.
Second shot up, in and out, as Akhmadova with a rare miss from the charity stripe. 5:40 on the clock now. Taylor Leach brings it across the timeline. She fakes left, goes right to Parker Willoughby. Willoughby back up top to Leach. Oh, no. Goes into the backcourt, and we're going to call over and back, and it's going to be Lady Dragons ball.
Lady Bears lead by 20. 5:29 left third quarter action.
Akhmadova has it in the backcourt now. She's going to bring it up against Anne-Marie Skaggs. Goes right side. Pulls up a head fake for three. Goes to Posey at the free throw line. Posey can't make it. Anne-Marie Skaggs comes down with the rebound. Ball is tipped. Anne-Marie picks it back up. Gives it ahead to Addie Miller. Goes up top to Parker Willoughby. She thinks about a three. Goes to the free throw line to shoot it. No good. Ava Wilson can't come down with the rebound. Akhmadova comes away with it. 5 minutes left. 32-17 in transition. As we've got Hannah Bailey now on the right side with it back up top to Akhmadova. Akhmadova's going to back it off. Try to see if she can get a opening against Anne-Marie Skaggs. Fakes her, turns, shoots, and it's in. That was a pretty good move there.
Yes, it was.
Anne-Marie took the bait on the spin move. She probably won't get another one of those. That was a one-time thing. Anne-Marie has it. Gives it ahead to Ava Wilson. She's going to drive inside. No, she's not. Kicks it back out to Anne-Marie for three. No good. Cleaned up by Akhmadova with 4:24 left. 37-19. Akhmadova going to drive all the way down. Put it up off the glass. No good. Cleaned up by Anne-Marie Skaggs. Anne-Marie, several rebounds tonight. Ball is tipped out of bounds by number 11. No, Diamond Posey actually drew a foul there. Bailey Moore checks in. Addie Miller checks out.
Akhmadova, Nick, 13 of the Lady Dragons, 19 points tonight.
She's trying to do it all on her own. Willoughby gets it into Taylor Leach. Leach getting a lot of heavy contact from Posey on that one. Gives it over to Willoughby. Left side now to Bailey Moore. Back to Leach from three-point range. She picked it up and walked and can't do that. Got called for steps, so 4:02 left. It's going to be Lady Dragons ball here in this third quarter. 37-19, Lady Bears in the lead. Into Akhmadova. She walks it across the timeline with 3:55 left to go. She's got nobody open or nobody she's willing to give it to. Goes back up top to Bailey for two. Jaliyah Bailey on the board now in this third quarter. 3:40 on the clock. Taylor Leach has it, gets it ahead to Willoughby. Skip pass to Bailey Moore. off the back of the rim. No good. Cleaned up by Akhmadova. 3:30 as they transition back now. And Marie's going to get on her hip quickly. They don't want her driving in with nobody ready for it. She gives it outside to Hannah Bailey, who's walking everywhere. No call. Akhmadova gets it back, goes, shoots, no good, and they're going to call a foul. It's against Ava Wilson. I'm kind of surprised she was in the first place, but
yep.
Coach Belcher trying to decide if to keep her in or not. Akhmadova misses her first shot. She's going to keep her in. No, she's not. Okay, Carrington Hunt's coming in to check. Ava Wilson was looking at her like, I'm sitting, right? Lexi just smiled at her for a second. 37-21 with 3:18 left, and Akhmadova's second shot is up and in. .3:15 left to go. Taylor Leach going to bring this one across the timeline. She got Carrington Hunt pretty wide open on that left side, and just goes to her. Up top to Bailey Moore, back to Leach for three. No good. And Marie comes down with it. And a tangle with Ferguson for that. It's going to result in a jump ball. It's Lady Bears ball. A little extra chatter after that one as Willoughby goes straight up top. Anne Marie Skaggs falls. And not sure what happened. She's smiling, though, so it must have just been a little bump. And we're going to inbound it again. Lady Bears. Willoughby goes up top to Taylor Leach, who falls. Oh, no.
May have tweaked the ankle in.
Something's happened. We're going to take a break. Keep it right here. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Tired of all the same old fast food here in Morgantown? Then it's time for something fresh. Cruise on over to Dairy Queen in Beaver Dam and order up a flame-broiled burger or a crispy chicken finger basket. And for dessert, how about an old-fashioned ice-cold blizzard? Dairy Queen is only minutes away next to the high school in Beaver Dam, and they're ready to offer you delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam loves their Butler County customers and look forward to serving you today.
When you have vending needs, you need to call Double E Vending. They're family-owned and locally owned, full-service vending company. They established themselves in 1972 to offer their vending services to the community that they've been serving for over 40 years. Whatever vending service is required, Double E has a full line to cover anything you could want. Give them a call at 270-791-5414 to see how they can service you today. 270-791-5414. Double E Vending wants to thank the community choosing them for their vending needs for the last 40-plus years.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from the Essentials Insurance Group is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with Gina Tynes, Melissa Johnson, or Robin Adcock and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit the Essential Insurance Group, 115 North Main Street today. The Essentials Insurance Group.
It's hoop season, and it's time to get out and support your bet.
All right, folks, we're back in the action here. Taylor Leach took a little spill there, tweaked something in her leg, trying to come down with that long pass. But she has taken a seat on the bench, and she's struggling right now. But she's staying here. They're not taking her out of the gym or anything. She's going to remain in. I think she may have twisted her ankle potentially. A couple things could have happened. We're not going to speculate too much about what it might be, but I doubt we'll see her for the rest of the night. Maddie Jones is going to come in for her. And right now it is 37-22 with 2:56 left in the third quarter of action, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. And there's some question as to what's going on. I think it's why do we keep possession of the ball? I'm uncertain there. Coach Hickey from Warren Central is having a conversation with one of the referees. They'll get this sorted out here in just a moment, but until they do, it's 2:56 on the clock. 37-22, Lady Bears in the lead. They got some ice that just came in for Taylor Leach. So if this was super serious, they would go ahead and take her out of the gym right now.
I would think so, Nick. Yeah.
So this is something that she's going to be able to work through, hopefully. And after Hickey has a conversation with the ref, it looks like the ball is going to be Lady Dragons' ball.
Noah Belcher, the athletic trainer for Butler County Schools.
He's going to help her to the locker room, see if they can't get something sorted out. But she is walking on her own, which is a really good sign.
Yeah, that is.
She's not being supported. Actually, she's just going down to the other end of the bench. All right. We're back into basketball, though. Ball is into Akhmadova with 2:50 left. In this third quarter, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Akhmadova looks right, goes ahead to Hannah Bailey. Inside now to Jaliyah Bailey, who loses it. Maddie Jones knocks it out of her hands. And that is going to be Lady Bears ball. 2:42 left, 37-22. A wasted possession there by Warren Central. Parker Willoughby gets it across the timeline ahead to Carrington Hunt. Hunt. Almost got called for steps on that one. Gets it ahead to Bailey Moore. Into Maddie Jones. Loses it into the hands of Anne-Marie Skaggs. Puts it up for two.
(39-22), Lady Bears lead.
They have only outscored the Lady Dragons 7-6 in this third quarter, so there's been some changes here at the half. Lady Bears aren't commanding quite the lead that they were, but still well in hand with this one with 39-22 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Maddie Jones goes to block Akhmadova's shot. Does not go in. Falls out of bounds. Let's see who's going to keep it. I think Lady Dragons are going to maintain possession. And here we go on the inbound. They're working hard to try to block Maddie Jones out of the key on the inbound, but she's already back in now. Goes up top, down in the corner now to Posey. Posey for two. Her first points of the night. Minute 45 left to go, 39-24. Lady Bears slowing it down a little bit. Go ahead now to Carrington Hunt. Hunt drives inside the left wing against Posey, kicks it back out to Bailey Moore. Moore goes over to Parker Willoughby, right side. And Jaliyah Bailey picks up her fourth. Coach Hickey trying to make an argument for clean defense. Not getting anywhere right now. 39-24 is your score as Parker Willoughby goes to the line to shoot two. First shot is up, no good.
Again, Lady Bears will be in action again this Saturday at home. Again, we've got Caverna, the Lady Colonels from Caverna.
Second shot is up and in.
That tip-off will be Saturday afternoon here at BCHS Gym at 4:30.
90 seconds left in this third quarter of action. Into Posey now. Posey goes back to Hannah Bailey. Bailey Moore picks her up, gets it ahead now to Posey. Back over to Akhmadova on the left side. She's going to drive, but she gets away with the push-off there. Almost loses the ball, though. Double team goes up top now to Bailey. I can't keep up. Back left side to Akhmadova. Three-pointer brushed the tip of the net and landed out of bounds. Minute 5 left. 40-24. Lady Bears in the lead. Taylor Leach at the end of the bench with Coach Noel Belcher. Things seem to be going okay for her right now. Maybe we'll see her again pretty soon. Willoughby, right side to Skaggs in the corner. Up top to Bailey Moore. It is stolen away by Ferguson, then stolen away by Willoughby. She goes up for two. And we got a timeout. No, what was that? We're fixing the clock issue, I believe. They're going to let this clock run off and then reset it. So it's just a officiating issue. They'll fix this now. That is not the end of the third quarter.
Afraid the scoreboard may have a glitch in it again, Nick. You see the whole thing, just for a second, the whole thing went dark.
We better write down what the score is right now.
Back. Yep.
Well, they got a scorekeeper down there. They're putting 30 seconds on. That's a timeout, though. Oh, boy. I really hope that doesn't go down because it's the only one I could see. That's what's happened. Okay. Oh, they've put 30 seconds on the clock, but that's a 30-second timeout. Anyway. All right.
Got a charge called.
A big one, too, judging by the crowd reaction. I couldn't see it underneath the bar.
I didn't get the number, Nick.
It was Hannah Bailey was the one driving.
Okay.
She picked up a charging foul. Whew. Carrington Hunt has it now with 18 seconds, puts it up for two. Carrington's first points of the night here in this third quarter. 10 seconds left. Akhmadova at three-quarter court, not going to be able to do much with it. Gets it ahead to Posey. Lady Bears just trying not to foul here. Gets it into Jalaya. Bailey, who passes instead of shoots. And Ferguson can't keep up with it, loses it out of bounds. That's going to bring us to the fourth quarter. It's 44-24 at the end of that one. Lady Bears in the lead by 20. Stay with us. Listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Help keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling trailers provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. The trailers are conveniently located throughout the county to make recycling easy. Find trailers at Triple C Pawn and Gun, Walgreens, Kelly Fabrication, Quality Supply, Corvac, Jumping Jacks 231 South, Little Muddy Rural Development Center, The Farm Boy, and Casco. Let's all do our part to help keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling bins provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. It's easy being green. Reduce, reuse, recycle. When you do, we all win.
All right, folks. We're putting 8 minutes back on the clock as we get ready for this fourth quarter, brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. A better board than that scoreboard. At least so far tonight. Let's see what happens when we reset this clock here in just a second.
Lady Bears that quarter outscored the Lady Dragons 12-8. Again, your score 44-24 at the end of 3.
And it looks like we got our scoreboard issues corrected. And that's going to bring us to this fourth quarter. In for the Lady Bears right now, we've got Parker Willoughby, Bailey Moore, Maddie Jones, and Marie Skaggs and Carrington Hunt. Now, in for the Lady Dragons, same five that have been in for quite a while so far. Akhmadova, Posey, who just knocked it out of bounds on the inbound play to Parker Willoughby. Number 2, Hannah Bailey. Number 24, Ferguson. And number 35, Jalaya Bailey. 7:53 on the clock. Lady Bears going to inbound it again under their own basket. Parker Willoughby gets it up top to Carrington Hunt. She's immediately going to fake a drive in, give it out to Willoughby again. Willoughby can't find any room, goes back up top to Bailey Moore for 3. Off the glass, no good. In the hands of Maddie Jones, who has it tipped out of bounds by Ferguson. It's going to still be Lady Bears' possession. Willoughby fires one off up top to Bailey Moore. Goes over the right side to Carrington Hunt. Drives baseline, puts it up off the side of the backboard into the hands of Anne-Marie Skaggs. Maddie Jones tangles up with Deja Ferguson, who starts throwing elbows. They're going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to go Lady Dragons' way. Getting a little chippy down there, Coach.
I noticed that.
Akhmadova got no room as the Lady Bears are now pressing up by 20. Akhmadova finally gets it back, brings it across the timeline. Double teamed, throws it across. It's picked up into the hands of Ferguson for 2. First points of the half for Ferguson.
Eva Wilson getting ready to check back into the game for the Lady Bears. Maddie Jones out front, trying to find somebody over to Parker Willoughby.
She's got control of it. Maddie Jones gets a good screen there. Willoughby gets it down baseline now. Goes back door to Maddie Jones.
Nice job.
And she gets fouled after the shot goes in.
And that's going to be number 5.
Julia Bailey going to have a seat.
Good ball movement. Way to finish there by Maddie Jones with the bucket. And she'll go to the line.
Ava Wilson checking back in now for Parker Willoughby. I believe they called that foul on Ferguson.
Okay.
Bailey.
My apology. Maddie finishes that off. Hits a free throw. 47-26. Lady
Did she
Bears.
hit that first one, Coach?
It was an and one.
Oh, it was
scored,
and one, that's right.
Yes, sir.
So she got
Scored
2
the bucket.
and 1.
Yes, sir.
Apologies, I didn't write that down. All right, Lady Dragons, Ferguson has it. Tries to go in to Bailey, but it goes straight up into the air into the hands of Bailey Moore. And Marie Skaggs, a rare miss for her. Maddie Jones puts it up again. Draws a foul. This time it doesn't go in. Let's see who the foul is on. Now it's going to go on Julia Bailey. That will be her 5th. Maddie goes back to the line to shoot 2. As we get number 22, Caitlin Wynn, checking in for Bailey. Maddie Jones.
47-26.
First shot in this final finish trip. The stripe is up and in.
48-26 Lady Bears. 6:23 left to play here. Varsity only tonight here at BCHS Gym.
Second shot up, no good for Maddie. Lady Dragons bring it back down quickly. Akhmadova over to Ferguson at the top of the key. She drives in against Ava Wilson, who almost comes down with a rebound. No, Maddie Jones comes away with a rebound. Lots of extra contact there, but she gets it ahead now to Ava Wilson, who's going to bring it across the timeline. Harassed by Wynn, finally gives it over to Bailey Moore. Long 2, no good. Cleaned up by Anne-Marie Skaggs. 4-2 off the glass. Good ball movement by the Lady Bears. Good job just getting a few players in on that, 4 different players in on that single play to land that one. Carrington Hunt now backing down Akhmadova off the timeline. Hannah Bailey has it at the top, gives it over to Posey. Posey goes right side to Akhmadova. She's going to walk it back up to the top, tries to get a screen. Hunt goes around it. Drives in by Akhmadova now. No good. Cleaned up by Anne-Marie Skaggs. 5:26 left to go in this 4th quarter of action. 50-26. Lady Bears lead. Bailey Moore gets it all the way down to the baseline. Fires it up top to Carrington Hunt. In now to Ava Wilson. Euro step for 2. Seems like a lot of the defense tonight has been, for the Lady Dragons, has been focused on stopping Ava Wilson, and they just didn't anticipate 4 or 5 other shooting threats.
Right.
Akhmadova drives this one all the way down, shoots a layup, no good. Wilson comes down with a rebound, gives it ahead to Carrington Hunt. 4:50 on the clock as she brings it across the timeline. 52-26, Lady Bears still in the lead. Hunt goes left side into Ava Wilson, who throws it into Maddie Jones in the lane, loses it now to Hannah Bailey. They're going to back off and not press her. And Akhmadova is going to pick it up, bring it across the timelines. Bears lead by 26. Hannah Bailey, left side, walks it back up to the top, gives it over to Posey on the right. Posey going to back off with it, give it over to Akhmadova. She's going to try to drive, fakes it, gives it out for 3 to Hannah Bailey. And that is our first 3-pointer of the night, Coach, for either team.
We've had a lot put up, but
we have.
That one went down.
4:05 left in the 4th quarter, 52-29. Bailey Moore gets it ahead to Ava Wilson. And there's a foul. They're going to call it for a walk.
That was a good give and go.
It was. Isabella easily checking in for Anne-Marie Skaggs. 4:02 left, 52-29. Akhmadova brings it across to Posey. She'll drive baseline, put up 2, no good. Cleaned up by Bailey Moore. Bailey Moore going to outrun Posey for this one and give it over to Carrington Hunt. Off the glass for 2.
Nice job by the Lady Bears. Good ball movement, always passing it to the open player.
That's right. Lots of assists for this team, which is really what you want to see in a matchup like this. Ahead now to Posey. Lady Dragons struggling to come up with an answer against these Lady Bears. Wynn gives it over to Posey again, back up top to Akhmadova. Bailey Hunt Gardner out on the logo, gives it over here to Hannah Bailey. Left side, she's going to fake it, drive inside, give it back to Akhmadova, who is fouled on the drive. That's going to go on Bailey Moore, her second. Akhmadova will go to the line to shoot 2. Got another Bear checking in. Shot by Akhmadova is up and in. And you got Rayleigh Skaggs and Mila Gill checking into this one. As Akhmadova gets set to shoot her second shot. Coach, that's the first point I have for her in this fourth quarter. Is that what you've got?
Yes, sir. You're correct.
All right. Second shot is no good. 3:10 left. Lady Bears control it. It lands into the feet of the official. It was heading out of bounds. And he's going to give it back to the Lady Bears based on alternating. Well, Coach has got questions on that one, but we're going to let it roll. Carrington Hunt going to drive it all the way down. She hits the baseline, goes back up top to Ava Wilson. Ball is picked up, and we got a timeout taken by the Lady Bears before we lost possession again. And we're going to keep it right here with 54-30 is your score currently. Lady Bears in the lead.
So this will be the Lady Bears' 6th win of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they'll go to 6 wins on the season. And, again, they'll be back in action. Not sure where the radio will be or again.
I can tell you I'm fairly certain it won't be in Paducah.
I wouldn't think so. Like I said, we got the Lady Bears back home here Saturday, January 6th, 4:30 tip-off against Caverna. While the boys are on the road, the boys will be at Paducah at McCracken County High School, and that will be a 3 o'clock tip-off. That is varsity only. Again, that is the McCracken County Mustang Classic.
All right, with 2:55 left to go.
But again, the Bears will be taking on Louisville St. X.
It's 54-30. Carrington Hunt has it on the inbound, gives it across to Ava Wilson, goes out of her hands and out of bounds into the hands of Coach Lexi Belcher, who drives it in and dunks it. I'm joking.
Coach Belcher played a little basketball.
She did.
Here
She could.
Yes,
I wouldn't want to play her in one-on-one. All right, 2:45 left. Akhmadova is going to take it, bring it across the timeline. And she works her way down on the right side against Carrington Hunt. Fires it back up top now to Wynn. Goes up top now to Bailey. Over to Akhmadova, over to Posey at the top. They're just going to cycle in and out trying to pick up a screen and get somebody open here. They struggle to. They almost lose it out of bounds. And now it goes into the hands of Wynn. We got a timeout taken by Coach Hickey. We're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take one as well with 54-30, 2:20 left in this fourth quarter, brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
You do your best to protect your loved ones. And while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from the Essentials Insurance Group is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with Gina Tynes, Melissa Johnson, or Robin Adcock and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit the Essential Insurance Group, 115 North Main Street today. The Essentials Insurance Group. We protect what matters most.
All right, folks, we're back. 54-30. As we come out of this timeout with 2:20 left to go in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Butler County Board of Education. Warren Central called a timeout. We've had some pretty significant substitutions here. For the Lady Bears, in for the Lady Bears, we've got Jenna Brooks, Rayleigh Skaggs, Mila Gill, Isabella Easley, and Lily Glass. Mark all these off on my sheet here. And with 2:19 now, Warren Central. Let's see what they can do with it.
2-3 zone by the Lady Bears.
Posey Ooh. Rings one in for three. She's been trying for it all night. She finally hit it. All right. Number 13, Skaggs, gets it back up top. Tries to throw it into Easley. And we got a jump ball.
54-33, Lady Bears lead, 1:49 left to play, fourth quarter action. Tomorrow starts a new day, new semester for all these students.
That's right.
New classes.
School tomorrow, right?
New classes. See, because everybody's on the block
schedule in high school.
Yes, sir.
All right. The ball is brought in to Skaggs. Goes over now at the top of the key. She's looking for some space. She's going to bring it all the way down. Put it up. They're going to call for a walk right before the shot. 54-33. It's going to be Lady Dragons ball with 1:38 left to go. Akhmedova going to bring it across the timeline. She's going to go right side to Posey, back up top to Akhmedova. They're going to try to stretch this 2-3 out and shoot another three-point if they can. Going to go now to Hannah Bailey. Back up top to Akhmedova. Over to Posey for three. Nails it. And that's the goal. They're going to try to stretch these younger players out in this 2-3 if they can. Get the three-point open. It's really the only strategy that's going to work for them against this 2-3, but they're not going to be able to close a 22-point gap right now.
Nope.
So, ball goes in to Mila Gill, who picks up two off the glass. Akhmedova now with under a minute, 56-36, 20-point lead for the Lady Bears. Gives it over to Posey, fires it back up top to Akhmedova. Goes left side to Hannah Bailey, shoots three, hits it. It's her second three of the quarter. And got some substitutions here. Going to let some more younger players. Isabella Easley's going to take a seat, and we've got Janelle Kimmel coming in.
Good job by Coach Belcher. Even if it's just for a little bit, getting everybody in.
She sure has. Lily Lessing is the other one there with 41 seconds left. The only Lady Bear who's not played tonight is the one who can't, Tinsley Belcher. Ball is stolen away by Posey, rather. Posey goes, puts it up off the glass. No good. Cleaned up by Hannah Bailey for two. 27 seconds. Lady Bears take it now. 14. Mila Gill brings it across the timeline against Posey. Lots of pressure. Oh, man. Posey steals it with 12 seconds left, puts one up off the glass. And with 6 seconds left, that's pretty much going to do it. $56-43 is your final score in this one. Stay tuned for the postgame show brought to you by Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam. We'll bring you some highlight statistics and a little bit more what you can expect for the remainder of the week out of the Bears and Lady Bears. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Tired of all the same old fast food here in Morgantown? Then it's time for something fresh. Cruise on over to Dairy Queen in Beaver Dam and order up a flame-broiled burger or a crispy chicken finger basket. And for dessert, how about an old-fashioned ice-cold blizzard? Dairy Queen is only minutes away next to the high school in Beaver Dam, and they're ready to offer you delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam loves their Butler County customers and look forward to serving you today.
When you have vending needs, you need to call Double E Vending. They're family-owned and locally owned, full-service vending company. They established themselves in 1972 to offer their vending services to the community that they've been serving for over 40 years. Whatever vending service is required, Double E has a full line to cover anything you could want. Give them a call at 270-791-5414 to see how they can service you today. 270-791-5414. Double E Vending wants to thank the community choosing them for their vending needs for the last 40-plus years.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from the Essentials Insurance Group is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with Gina Tynes, Melissa Johnson, or Robin Adcock and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit the Essential Insurance Group, 115 North Main Street today. The Essentials Insurance Group. We protect what matters most.
All right, folks, welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Dairy Queen of Beaver Dam. We're going to run through some quick scoring and statistics here for both of these teams. Lady Bears walk away with this one 56-43 tonight. And we're going to start with the Warren Central Lady Dragons side of the basketball. Deja Ferguson, number 24, 2 fouls, 3 points, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. Diamond Posey, 10 total points on the evening with 1 foul. Brianna Frausto, a total of 4 points, 5 fouls. She fouled out in the second quarter and was 2 for 2 from the line. It's going to end her night with 4 total points. Hannah Bailey, number 2, 1 foul, 8 points. Jelia Bailey, 3 points, 1 for 2 from the stripe and 5 fouls. And then number 25, the lead scorer for the Warren Central Lady Dragons, 15 points, 5 for 8 from the charity stripe. 2 fouls was number 25, Ada Akhmedova. In for the Bears tonight, we had a big list, Coach.
Yes, we did.
Raylee Skaggs, Lily Lessing, Janelle Kimmel, Lily Glass all came in off the bench towards the end of this game. No fouls, no score, but lots of good minutes there. Mila Gill picked up 2 off of the bench. Jenna Brooks also came in late in this one, as well as Isabella Easley with no points, no fouls. Now, Bailey Moore, 2 fouls, 4 points on the night. Parker Willoughby, 1 foul, 5 points, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Addie Miller, number 32, had a total of 3 points, 1 for 2 from the stripe. Carrington Hunt, number 12, with 6 points on the night, no fouls. Maddie Jones, 1 foul, 4 points, 2 for 3 from the line. Number 1, Taylor Leach, 6 points, 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, no fouls. Ava Wilson, number 24, 10 total points, 4 for 4 from the line, but your IGA hometown player of the game is going to go to Anne-Marie Skaggs, number 3, 18 points on the night, 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, and 1 foul. That's going to do it for your scores and your stats for the Bears, or the Lady Bears and the Lady Dragons. Coach, tell us what we can expect for the remainder of the week as far as scheduling goes as we get school started tomorrow.
Again, folks, the boys, as far as boys action, the boys will have all week long to prepare for Powerhouse Louisville St. X. So the boys will be playing Saturday, January 6th away at McCracken County High School, but they'll be taking on Louisville St. X at 3 p.m. tip-off. The Lady Bears will be home. Lady Bears will be home January 6th against Caverna, 4:30 tip-off Saturday afternoon. And then next Monday night, the Lady Bears also back in action here January 8th, taking on Glasgow. That'll be JV varsity with a 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here. For Coach Allen, for Ava on our camera, and for everybody at the Q, we appreciate you listening. Final score in this one, 56-43. Lady Bears come out with the